Hey everybody out there, this is Mickael Lepond from Symphony X, and you're listening to Radio Metal. Now let's turn it up.
So it's not often you see two spearheads of a given musical style on the same stage. I'm talking about the tour as a support act for Dream Theater. What can you tell us about this experience?
Well, the Dream Theater tour was a great experience for us. It allowed us to play to big audiences. As you guys probably know, Dream Theater has a huge following in Europe. So we were able to really perform in front of many people who probably did not know us. And I think this worked out great. So, and I think it's helped us on this tour because many more people are coming to our shows now. So I think that we got a lot of new fans from that tour.
But do you think you still need to be as a support act for Dream Theater? In my opinion, you are a big band of progressive metal, just like as Dream Theater.
Well, I mean, you can say, I mean, technically we didn't need to do it, but obviously a band wants to always go to a higher level, you know, and the truth of the matter is that Dream Theater will play these sports arenas, you know, where we cannot fill venues of this size. So to help us get to that next level, I think playing with Dream Theater was a good idea because it exposed us to a lot of new fans. So I think it did help us in the long run.
I heard about Paradise Lost, your new album. I heard that you started composing a new song shortly after the Odyssey was released. I guess these songs have been evolving in those years.
Yeah. So as you guys probably know, it took about 5 years between the albums, and we had been writing throughout this whole time, but things came up like tours and things of this nature, and it slowed the process down. But a lot of these songs probably were not really from the Odyssey sessions. They came later. You know, we took a different direction maybe a few years after the Odyssey. We took a little bit different direction, so these songs reflect that new vibe that we were going for.
Okay. With the Odyssey, you moved to an overall more aggressive music, which you kept with Paradise Lost, but with simpler song structures. What led you into this approach?
Well, I think it was really just like a natural progression. The band started to get more guitar driven. You know, Michael Romeo was doing most of the writing now, and he was just writing some heavier riffs. And with this latest album, we had a very heavy concept. Paradise Lost deals with heaven, hell, you know, so the music had to fit that dark vibe. So the music had to be heavier, the vocals had to be heavier, but at the same time, we did not want to lose all the elements that make Symphony X what it is. Like those magical, slower songs and those long songs that take you on a journey. We did not want to lose that. And we never will, you know, so no matter how heavy some of these songs get, we'll never lose the elements that made us what we are today.
Yeah. On the other hand, a lot of journalists and the reviewers blamed Paradise Lost for lack of significant musical evolution. What do you answer to these critics?
Well, critics, you know, some critics are going to hate it, some critics are going to like it, and there's not much we can do about that. You know, we just have to write songs that we think are good and put it out there to the public, you know. it's, you know, unfortunately, I wish we could please everybody, but unfortunately we can't please everybody. So, you know, we think that we put together a lot of really good songs, and we put it out there to the public, and I think most critics like the record. So I think on the whole we're happy with everything.
Okay, but many progressive fans are missing the more progressive song structures and the elements with Paradise Lost. Aren't you fed up with those damn proggy fans?
That's funny. Yeah, you know, it's funny. It's true what you say, because we kind of cross over into, you know, the metal fans and the progressive fans. So it's tough to keep both audiences happy. And actually starting with the Odyssey, and of course this new one, a lot of our progressive fans were telling us that, you know, it's too heavy, it's not progressive enough, and all this stuff. You know, I don't know how to answer that. You know, it's like we said before, you know, we're just concentrating on writing some songs that we like. If they're progressive, fine. If they're not, fine. You know, we're not trying to be anything anymore. We're just trying to write some good songs that we could have fun with on stage. And, you know, some are progressive and some are really heavy and straight in your face, you know, and the progressive fans and the metal fans hopefully will come together and appreciate it.
How comes there are no great epics on this album? It's very unusual.
That's a very good question. Originally, we were going to put a big epic, and the epic was going to be called Paradise Lost, and it was going to be this long song. So when we started doing it, so we started writing it, you know, and we were getting through it, but we were noticing the other songs we were writing kind of sounded the same. So what I'm trying to say is that the epic would not really sound that different than the other songs we were writing. So we said to ourselves, okay, well maybe we'll just write just a bunch of songs that all have the same dark theme rather than just one with the dark theme. But so that's the way it worked out on this album. But, you know, obviously, you know, we like writing that kind of stuff, and there will be more in the future.
And that song you began writing, is it going to see the light of day?
Well, that's the song. Actually, it now became many of the other songs also. So there isn't a long epic left anymore. We cut it into lots of pieces.
You may have noticed that it's very fashionable nowadays to play a concert or an album with a full orchestra. So how about you, for maybe the band next DVD perhaps?
Well, you know, we think that our music is perfect for an orchestra. You know, a lot of bands have tried it, and some have come out okay, and some, I don't know, you know,
names.
Right. I wish I